This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
I guess just your overall thoughts today, and just I guess what was the difference maker today?
Well, I think, the one thing that you always want from your basketball team is to play as hard as they possibly can. Anybody that was here walked away and saw a great basketball game. I feel for the locker room. They're giving it all they have. I mean, this is a ranked team at home, coming off beating Kansas. We went with a half-court trap that I thought we executed to perfection, especially in the first half. I think they were 1 of 14 against it. Mikal Mitchell was supposed to be out over a week and a half to 2.5 weeks. He misses one game and suits up and gives us great minutes on a bad ankle. Anthony Black is extremely banged up. He continues to suit up and put forth a incredible effort. Ricky Council, obviously, with the minutes he's played, has been banged up. Devo's been bothered by stuff and just really impressed with the guys' effort, playing through stuff. We gave ourselves a chance to win against a really, really good team. The end of the free throw is exactly what we work on in the summer. It's called Dagger. And, Joseph had a good look. Just, sometimes a shot doesn't go, and that's a little bit, it's tough to ask a guy who's sat for that long as well. But execution in a lot of different areas. I thought we were good. I thought the players did a really good job of clock management and gave ourselves an opportunity to potentially put the game into overtime.
So was Devo supposed to miss that free throw, or was he going to be ideally he'd hit the first free throw, miss the second?
That would be ideal, but they surprisingly got to the spots exactly like we're supposed to. And it was a Hubie Brown play that we work on all the time and finally had a chance to execute it.
So if he misses it, you guys know what to do.
They know exactly what to do.
The offensive possession right before that, when Devo turned the corner for the layup, was that you're down 3 there? Was that a situation where take what the defense gives you?
No, we had 3 options for a 3, and Devo found a seam in the defense, and we felt, we wanted a 3, but if you didn't have a clean look at a 3 instead of just hoisting up the shot, which it played out time-wise like we thought it possibly could. So, Devo makes the first one and we miss the second and we execute that. Maybe we walk out of here with the win. So I thought the clock management by the guys on the floor was really, really good. And, there was no panic. If you look at the stat sheet and you watch the game, the difference was obviously the free throws attempted. Everything else, our first half defense against a team at home, you're not going to hold Baylor to 8 of 33. We've played 3 games defensively where I thought we've been phenomenal.
I think Baylor was in the bonus 5 minutes into the half. How much does that change?
I'm not going to talk about it. How much does it change when someone's in the bonus that shoots fouls as good as their players? It drastically changes the game. 5 minutes into a half.
Neither team shot a lot of threes. I think they shot a couple more, but it looked like you were both going to the hole equally aggressively, and things maybe were getting called on you that weren't getting called on them. That's how sort of looked that way. Yeah,
I thought we did a good job trying to attack the rim. In the first half, offensively, we were phenomenal. We were phenomenal defensively in the first half, and second half just didn't get to the foul line at all. I don't think we took a foul shot until the last 20 seconds.
Ricky hasn't scored the ball as well late, but he had 25 tonight. What did you make of his performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job of finding seams in the zone, especially in the second half, and we kind of moved him around in different areas. I think our zone offense has drastically improved. Again, I feel for the locker room. It's a great rebounding team. You're talking about the second most efficient offensive team in the country. They're playing at home, and the defensive effort was, we hold them to 33%. Again, they're the second. I didn't make it up. They're the second most efficient offensive team in the country. So feel really bad for our guys in our locker room. I really do, because the effort was outstanding.
What did you make of Jalen Graham's performance today? Obviously, you trusted him in that trap that you guys were using in the first half. Actually, 9 rebounds, like several assists.
Yeah, I thought the trapping and understanding the angles and how to do it. He was phenomenal. Obviously, it was 0 for 4 from the foul line. Really, really, really hurt us. But he did a good job on the backboards, having 9 rebounds. Thought he was really good in the middle of the zone, having 4 assists. But 4 turnovers from that position is a little bit too much. And like I said, the 4 turnovers and the 0 for 4 from the foul line, we've got to convert when we do get the little chances that we did tonight to get to the line.
Eric, I know that obviously the goal is to win, but you guys played so well for most of the game. It's a really good team at their place. Do you feel like you can take positives from this and you can start getting some?
I mean, we just got to try to scrap wins out. I mean, the Missouri game, I mean, you saw what they did today. They're a heck of a basketball team at their own place. Gave ourselves a chance to win there. This game, I mean, we're playing against really good teams. We're playing really good basketball on the road. We just look up Baylor's record when Flagler doesn't play, or Cryer. Look up Creighton's record when their center doesn't play. Those are just one guys at a time not being out. So, should our fan base, like not winning games? Absolutely no. But I do feel that the respect for how hard an undermanned team is playing, a team that's banged up, continues to fight and scrap. And I, really proud of how hard our team has played, especially of late. There's no team that can play harder than what we played tonight. And I'm sure that Baylor would say the same thing about our effort.
It was your first technical season. Looked like Mikal had pretty good position there.
I mean, I don't want to comment on the refs just because it's not worth it.
You mentioned AV playing through some pain. What's that show you about a freshman to play 35 minutes like tonight?
Well, I mean, there was a point where we didn't know if he was going to be able to go back in the game. Our trainer's done a great job. It's again, I mean, Mikal had a boot on and couldn't walk 3 days ago. And so we have a group of guys in uniform that are just, I mean, again, playing through injuries. I can't compliment them enough. I really can't, because it hadn't been easy on these guys. They're playing a lot of minutes, and they're giving all they got.
Eric, I think that's your 4th loss by 3, where you had a 3. Might have been desperation 3. It was somewhere decent. Looks like what Joe's had. 4th loss by 3 points, where you at least had a 3, shot at the end. How tough is that, or how frustrating?
I've never had a season like this at all since I've been coaching. I've been coaching a long time, and like I said, I feel for the locker room. We've 3 games could flip, and
it's actually
4, whatever. Yeah, but I mean, I don't. I mean, I hope we can figure out a way to continue to get better.
What you think of George out there, freshman?
Oh, he's phenomenal. I thought, I mean, he just rose up, knocked down his foul shots, has an incredible looking shot. 24 points in 32 minutes. I mean, he's a really, really, really special player. Really special player.
Got another quick turnaround and travel. We'll ask some Mississippi State questions. I'm sorry, Texas A&M questions.
Yeah, Coach, what is it about Texas A&M style of play that made them maybe a difficult matchup over the course of the last couple of years?
Well, I think they're a difficult matchup for everybody. I don't think it's just us. I mean, you look at what they did last year to end the season. A pretty difficult matchup for everybody, the way they won towards the end of the year. I think they have a veteran team. They really know their roles. They play their roles. Taylor's a guy that can make threes. He's got really good quickness. Radford is a matchup problem for everybody in the SEC, not just us, because he can play the 2, 3, 4. Marble's a guy inside and can make mid-range shots. And then Coleman's a guy that plays extremely hard. So 2 big physical guys that offensive rebound at a high rate. it's a team that, again, is playing really well in conference play. But the last 2 years they've struggled in non-conference, and once they've gotten to conference play, they've played with great confidence, and it's a team that plays really, really hard.
I don't know if you saw some of the early, they lost to Wofford and some other games that kind of head scratchers, but like you say, they seem to get it together in conference play. What are they doing different now that maybe they weren't doing earlier? And why do you think they seem to get it there?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't studied, the non-conference. I, only watched them, in conference play. And like I said, they have most of their players back. And then you add a guy like Marble, and then you add a transfer from within league like Garcia. So they have a deep team, and they play really hard.
And as far, you guys, you have travel, tough road loss travel, then Tuesday night. How tough a turnaround is that?
When you're down 2 guys, whether it's a short turnaround or long turnaround, and you're banged up, and guys, I don't know how much we can do between now and Tuesday in practice, but I know that these guys are going to fight through injuries and show great toughness and grit. Because that's what they've been doing, and they'll continue to do that. These guys that are in uniform right now.
You mentioned being down 2 guys. Is there any update on Nick?
No.
The crowd today, the season after Baylor, and obviously most of the fans were theirs, but I'm going to guess Arkansas had maybe 1,000 fans. I don't know if you're focused, but we could hear hog calls and stuff. Did you have any sense of the
Yeah, no, our crowds are as good as any in the country, and tough place to play. Baylor is, obviously, if you look at their home record, and I know that our guys could feel the Razorback people that were here, and we travel well, and today was another showing by our fans.
After and you mentioned like the competitiveness of the guys. That seems like, as you just mentioned, in the fight of the guys, like how much has that changed in your opinion?
I think we had, just like everybody in college basketball, every single team, we the Vanderbilt second half, we didn't play with the intensity and the defense that we normally do. So that was a 16-minute segment. There's been times where we've struggled maybe offensively, but we've played really hard. And, for 16 minutes against Vanderbilt, I told you guys the truth of how I felt about our team at that time. And they've certainly bounced back. And this is a tough one, man. This really is. And so are some of the other games, like the game at Missouri that we put ourselves in a position to win, and we just didn't.
You say something to Joseph after a tough shot like that? He obviously, you could tell how upset he was. Do you say something to him? Or?
I mean, we will eventually, but right. I just wanted to leave the locker room alone because they played hard. I didn't really say anything other than bring it in, and we'll get back to prepping for A&M.
BetOnline remains your #1 source for all your sports betting this season. Everything from the NFL and bowl season to esports. You'll find the latest odds, team matchup info, player news, and game trends at BetOnline. BetOnline features live betting, free contests, and live scores for almost any sport or game imaginable. We're the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite leagues and events. Head to betonline.ag to join and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Make sure to use the promo code BELIEVE to receive your rewards. That's BLEAV. BetOnline, where the game starts.